Just footsack your mouth and listen. It's No Through Show, guys.
Thanks for the clap there, Derek. There was something I was going to talk about with you guys, and right here at the P3 Studios, this is the No Through Show podcast. Moffat, Bulawayo. I mean, can I get more accurate than that?
No.
It's crazy, yeah.
It is crazy, Dane. You're right. It is crazy.
It's an awesome studio.
Studios are cool though. I mean, generally speaking, I mean, I've been through a couple in my life, and they're always
studios,
cool. Yeah, music studios.
But I mean, they're always so filled with all these.
But even art studios and everything, man, it's always a lack of space because it's a creative space, man.
Exactly,
you can feel it.
Exactly, yeah. That's it. Yeah.
So listen up. Speaking about feeling good, I'm talking about holidays. Now I wanted to have a chat because none of us are allowed to go on holiday at the moment. We've got lockdown, COVID-19, even though no one's taking it very seriously. Oh, by the way, in America they have got they're called anti-maskers.
Okay.
So it starts to blow my mind about in America, if one group of people says do this, it creates another group of people that says don't do this.
Yeah.
But that's
So,
not in America.
you wanna do
That's generally
vaccine?
human nature.
And anti-vaxxers. We've got now we've got maskers and anti-maskers. I mean, if you had to tell people do not make any money and survive, they would make money and die. Opposite.
Ungrateful bastards make money and die. I said the people who make no money live to 100, making no money.
That's true.
Yes.
Living on cheap whiskey and cigarettes.
And a hope and a dream. That's it.
So anyway, we can't go on holiday because we got no plan.
Okay.
Because
I guess that's the end of that topic.
so I mean we've got like if you want to go to Mozambique per se, you're gonna spend 2 weeks at the Forbes border post,
Not if you're walking through the bush.
and then you've got 1 day to get there, enjoy your holiday, and 1 day after that one free day to drive all the way back to your work because you got your 2 week holiday.
First of all, you've got it all wrong. Second of all, no one's coming back. Come back to what? On a holiday. It's an immigration.
Have you been to Mozambique?
Yeah, plenty.
And you?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I think it's the best country in southern Africa, hands down.
It's the best.
I mean, I haven't been to them all, but
I don't know what
for
is
sure.
it, economic country?
No, I mean just
Because I believe there were ISIS that were landing there in North Mozambique.
Let me break this
Best
down.
country in Southern Africa.
Well, first of all, if you actually want to find a
were
working
doing-
economy in southern Africa,
were
you're going to
doing-
be looking under the ocean. But so that aside,
Atlantis has got a
let
better
me-
GDP.
Exactly. So my point is, okay, let me not say overall best country, but I think its land value and its sea value has a lot of weight because that is a beautiful country and that it's the Indian Ocean, the coastline is long.
It's very talked about in the diving community as well. All
sure.
divers are all.
I want to go to Mozambique.
They wanna
Well,
go
I've
to Mozambique.
snorkeled. You probably dived there. I snorkeled
Yeah, I've
there.
snorkeled
And
there,
it was amazing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
beautiful.
It's
And
a-
as you get all your marine life, there's your sharks, your mammals, there's rays, there's all.
I did some illegal fishing on the reef and they tasted delicious. Funny red polka dotted items.
Red
Yeah.
polka dotted fish.
I'm not gonna lie, guys.
Coelacanth.
The second coelacanth to porpoise after being thought of being
but no,
extinct
they've
tastes delicious.
They've caught a
with
few, haven't they?
Mozambican peri peri.
Just imagine it. Grotesque looking item.
There was
Dinosaur on the braai. Not even treated well. Just chuck it
There
on.
was a salt shaker, was a rhino horn. No, I'm just kidding, guys. These are stories, and for those that are listening that are upset with that sort of, we do not condone extinction or hunting of rhino, especially.
Unless it's the extinction of dictatorship. We
Correct.
condone it to bring our GDP to the surface of the Atlantic Ocean. Then we are okay with extinction. In fact, we will encourage it.
All right, so Mozambique, bloody amazing.
It is a nice place.
Have you ever been on those dives out to the islands, out to the archipelago?
No.
Bazaruto.
Bazaruto Islands,
Yeah,
archipelago.
Bazaruto.
There's a bigger hotel there.
Yeah, Indigo Bay, yeah. I think
Paradise Island.
But
right?
is it affordable? Because bloody hell, that island is serious, mate. If you want to actually stay there, I mean, you can go for your day visits, but if you want to stay there,
No,
you're
you have
gonna
to be Prince
paying
Harry.
top dollar, boy.
Yeah.
Prince Harry,
Yeah.
the red-haired prince.
The colonials.
But I mean, it's quite an incredible place, and I think it's quite lacquer because it is still quite African. You know, it's
Yeah.
not, the beaches aren't just covered with people, and that's what we look for when you go on holiday, is places that are, I mean, some people enjoy to go to like Malaga and all these places in Spain that are 1,000 people per 100 meters. I mean,
Yeah.
it's no good.
But if you're in one of those countries like Malaga, you've probably got 2 people per square meter, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that is true. Two
people
topless
inhabiting
people.
one body.
Topless people per square meter on the beach. You know, so not a bad place to be.
Except for the 2 dudes per square meter.
Yeah,
You
two
know what I'm
bottomless
saying?
dudes.
Yeah, for sure. Wearing their shirts
Hey,
still.
how have you? Is that a cell phone in your pocket?
Ah,
that
man.
So anyway, you know, Mozambique, it's savage, and we do encourage people to go there. Even though Frelimo were taking pot shots at people driving through on the
That
north
was staged. 100% staged.
because they missed.
They need money, dude. That country is broke.
We
ass.
also.
sure,
Why
right?
do you think shooting people?
Because they didn't shoot anyone really. They shot a couple of rounds and then they provide a paid security service through a safe zone.
Ah, that's true.
You see, you
This
create
is the
business, man.
Behind the political curtain with
is,
Bruno de Cunha.
In Africa, there's such a thing as what's called pothole business. I don't know if you know what that is.
No.
Explain it
Explain.
to
So,
us. And the
Imagine
listeners, all
imagine
7 of them.
there's a perfectly working road and a pothole develops at an intersection. As soon as that pothole develops, cars are going to slow down for that pothole. They'll hit it a few times and it'll get a bit bigger. Eventually, it's not just slowing down for it. You've got to kind of really slow down, cause a little bit of a traffic jam, go around. At that traffic jam, you're going to be sold all sorts of stuff, ranging from, you know, mealie cobs
Car
to
charges,
cokes
drinks,
to whatever.
vendor.
Eventually,
Transvestites.
when the traffic really builds up there, because, you know, this pothole's never going to get fixed.
Yeah.
The guys will, instead of being vendors, they'll set up a little shop there, and people will start pulling out, and then they'll get even a bit more stuff. And eventually, there's a whole
Garage.
damn commercial center there from this pothole. But the pothole is still there, and millions of dollars have been generated because of this thing, and that's pothole economics, mate.
Yeah, it's
That
very
might
interesting, man.
actually
That's
be
awesome, man.
your opening speech when we acceptance into Parliament.
I'm not ever going to be going into Parliament, even for a tour.
Yeah. In fact, our country's Parliament is quite interesting. They've got quite a few artifacts
They
in
do
there. They've got
absolutely
a,
nothing.
they've got a
Very
stuffed
interesting.
leopard on a branch in there, and a few other wild animals that are but
Is
interesting.
there a rhino in there?
There is in one of the pictures, I think in the
An actual rhino with the horn.
there's two horns on the fireplace of where our leader and some of his people talk and take pictures sometimes.
State places.
Yeah, state houses, I think, with two young rhino horns.
That's just all
Not young rhino,
Well, I
but
mean, we've had this
They were
discussion
there in the
before.
display,
Maybe
yeah.
I don't know if you used to listen
Whether
to
they're
our
real
radio
or not,
show.
yeah.
called the No Through Show.
Yeah, but we had this discussion about South Africa, which lost the vote at CITES by 1 vote to sell off their stock of rhino horn, which is, we're
300
talking in
tons,
hundreds,
isn't it?
it's billions of dollars
Yeah.
worth of
By
rhino
one
horn.
vote.
And they would, by doing so, and this is why they only lost their vote by 1, because before it was considered just complete madness to sell rhino horn. But they've got warehouses full.
Sure.
And
Stockpiling.
So they're stockpiling because you can't sell this thing. But if you sold it, you'd flood the market, and the drive to shoot rhinos would drop.
would drop,
That's their
yeah.
argument. And they only lost it by 1. And not only would it drop, but they would have so much money to protect the existing rhinos
Yeah.
that it
really-
makes complete sense. Because
And
they're struggling to get
and
funding.
Exactly,
Bruno,
yeah.
it's Africa, so protect the rhinos and buy 4x4s, Hiluxes.
Yeah, to protect the rhinos.
To protect them, yeah.
while
Can't
he's
protect
sitting,
them in a Datsun.
you'll be. So, but what? How would that Hilux is living in Pretoria protect a rhino
Because
that's
they
living over
will
there?
go and shoot the own when he arrives on the plane before at Tumble.
So we gotta speak about what. Let's do a likely scenario.
Okay.
CITES, they get the vote, and
Yeah.
they say, righto guys, rhino horn is now legal, and we're gonna go and get our stockpiles. You've got the big TV cruiser there. You know, the cutting of the ribbon because all the owns are dripping with delight at how rich they're going to get with all of this money. And then they open the lock and it goes to the warehouse of 300 tons of rhino horn, and it's empty. And it is empty.
There's actually a rhino in there without the horn.
There is a warthog horn in the corner, and
on the key ring in the warehouse.
and a note that says, "I owe you 300 tons of rhino horn. Regards, Jacob Zuma."
Wait for it, the shot will be coming through the window any minute now.
So I have a feeling that might actually, when they do legalize it, that might be the
That's
case.
probably why that vote happened.
They do not want to legalize
Said,
it.
listen, guys, we need to buy another at least a year so we can make a story up.
No,
There's no even warehouse.
we
Never
need-
mind horns, dude.
We need one more year to fill up that thing of horns again.
Which is exactly right, because that's exactly when the rate of killing rhinos went up. Straight after that. Didn't go down. Oh, mate. Culling rhino now. We're not even from a
Jeez, like,
There's 7 kgs.
only 299,093 kilograms to go.
Do you know what they should do? I don't know what the hell is going on here, man. We can make
Not even.
Molly the sheep.
Lord knows.
Or Dolly the sheep. Who was the first clone?
Dolly.
the sheep.
It was Dolly.
We can do all that crap, grow ears on a mouse, human ears.
Ones that listen better to all of ours.
But we can't make a rhino with 2 horns?
Yeah.
With 3 horns?
Or an ox
give
with
us a
2
chance here, man.
oxtails. So
Why
we can
can't
have
we just make a
more
horn?
oxtail.
Yeah.
Make a horn, man.
Yeah, maybe
The hell?
we should
Don't
just.
even need the
No,
rhino,
well, you know,
just
in
delete that part, man.
those labs, they're growing chemically produced meat, not chemical, organic meat without killing the animal. It's just meat.
Yeah.
It's protein, but it looks like
They're
a burger.
growing it, yeah.
So they should just grow horn.
Okay, so my plan was, you go to all the salons. You know, everywhere in Africa there's a salon.
Have you thought
4
about this
per
plan though
block.
before
I've
you
thought
tell
about
the
it.
world?
I've thought about
All
it.
7 people in the world.
Thought the plan. You go grab all the fingernails clippings, because that's what horn is, right? It's just matted hair like with fingernails. It's exactly the same. Scoop it up, grind it
Rhino
into
DNA
a paste, mold it into a horn, do a bit of special effects and put all the color on, bit of meat at the bottom, and sell it.
Yeah,
For
what you
40,
described
man.
there was a giant dildo. You were like
Basically,
the horn,
man.
meat on the bottom, a bit of.
Cup that meat. So
But
we're
why-
not going to sell the horn. That's basically what's happened. And Zim's also got some horns.
50 tons of horn
What in stock?
in stock.
Sure,
Yeah.
eh?
Yeah.
Can you imagine? That is not there, dude. I'm going to put money on
Yeah. The amount of money.
It's all accounted for. Each one's there.
You know, it's done on a
what they
piece of
said
paper
earlier,
with a
this
pencil.
it. Yeah, for sure. And the paper's just put on a pile like this. It blows in the wind. That is gone, mate. Just like the money.
Straight out of the port of Mozambique, the beautiful Indian Ocean we've been talking about, carting off our national money to Asia.
And animals. And animals,
Yeah.
bro.
And
They've sent
animals,
elephants to China.
Yeah, recently as
Plenty.
well. Didn't they dart those
Aren't
rhinos
they
in
send-
Metopus as well? Soon?
It should be
Yeah, and there was one killed not so long ago, but where was that? It was last year. Wasn't that in Metopus? Or was it not? I'm not sure. Can't remember. So yeah, I know the tech guys are trying to tune us something. The mic must go up or something. No, okay. Just tell us what it is so we can carry on, mate. We're not playing charades. Okay.
I'm enjoying. I'm
Yeah, he
listening
doesn't
you
want
guys.
to talk, bastard.
You bloody bastard. He's just agreeing with what you're saying. Thanks
Talk,
for the
Dane.
thanks for the
Yeah,
tech, dude.
I'll talk.
All right, but I mean, no, well, let's get back to old Dane's life then.
Oh, gosh.
But I quite liked where we were at in Bali there. So, I mean, yeah, is it the lifestyle that we should all be leading, basically? And why the hell are you back here, man? What's wrong with you?
It's a cool lifestyle. That the
Your
diving.
uncle
the diving,
runs a whole hotel there.
Yeah, he does.
I mean,
yeah.
you could have been one of those guys that when they're like, if you are all ready, that are very ornery.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. But I came back. I think back then if you have a German passport or international, got a permanent residence stamp. Every year you have to come back. You can't
To
leave
Zimbabwe
to
and
Zimbabwe
get
and get a stamp and
Yeah.
everything. So traveling around, there was time to come back. So, but I enjoy Zim. I love Zim. I've always loved Zim. So. Traveled around and it's a beautiful lifestyle there. The whole diving and everything. I guess it's like Victoria Falls. I guess it's a good tourist destination. It's a great lifestyle, but I think you also take a dip when you live that lifestyle in salary. So the wages of it weren't.
But you
Very
earn it
exciting.
in lifestyle.
But you earn it in lifestyle.
I mean, you said yourself you didn't wear shoes for 6 months.
and
I mean,
just
that's got to
working-
count for a lot of money.
That's
So,
priceless.
That's
man.
priceless,
sure,
man.
man.
Rich people go on holiday.
They pay to do that.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure. So,
That's lekker, eh?
yeah.
Because you can't take money to the grave.
The only thing you can take to your
It's
grave
your
is
bare
your
feet.
your bare and bleeding feet plus tattoos.
Sure. The miles you put on those bad boys. That's what,
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. But yeah, it was good. I spent some time in Papua New Guinea as well.
Papua New Guinea.
On an eco resort there. Beautiful place, man.
Very interested in Papua New Guinea and the cannibals that
Oh,
come
yeah.
from Papua New Guinea.
I
are
think
those the head shrinker O's?
Are they the hair
I don't know.
I've not been there.
I think they just eat people. I don't know what they do with the
Don't
heads.
bother
but-
shrinking it.
Just eat them whole. Yeah. A nice full-sized head soup.
But I think they're still there. There's some cannibalism.
Is
I
it?
reckon. it's
Yeah,
still
well,
there.
I mean-
So is it like a
It must be.
national allowance?
When
The
I was
national
there-
dish. What are you talking about?
Hey, mate, that's rough.
You know, if somebody upsets you, you can graze those owns.
I can see how the traumatic part of eating an own, which maybe you might have known, even like the owns which are on the boats and shit, you know, they're out for 100 and something days, they cannibalized owns.
And the aeroplane accidents.
Argentinian
Yeah.
rugby team, all those kind of, you can see how it can be traumatic if you know an own, I guess. But I don't know if, you know, the eating part of it, if you're really dying of hunger, man, I mean, I don't think it would be too much of a problem for me.
You don't think so?
I don't.
Other
Those
than
guys.
the traumatic
I guess
stuff.
you'd have to deal with it. I
Yeah.
don't know. It would be quite a process trying to warm up to it.
By
You know
the
what I
time
mean?
you got to that point, you're already like
By the time you're rolling it in garlic and everything and
seasoning and
sauteing.
he's still tuning you. What are you doing?
Hey guys, listen, we're gonna
Yeah.
pump the degrees up to 220 degrees centigrade just to get a nice crust.
Yeah.
Then
See,
you know you passed it.
Okay, so let's see it. I mean, would you prefer to graze frozen meat, human meat, or cooked?
I would
I
probably
guess
cook
like
it.
like New Zealand, like a honey. You know how they
honey glazed.
how they bury.
Honey glazed, flippin'. No, what do you call that? It's called a. They call it in New Zealand. They call it a hungy.
A
Oh, the
hungy,
hungy, bro. We gonna have a hungy there,
hungy,
cuz eh? Fuck on, get a hole in the ground, eh? Put a pig.
Excellent.
The
human
pakiariki.
in the ground. They're already there anyways. You might as well just put a fire around it, dig it up, and bloody
Exactly,
hit it,
yeah.
man.
Oh, dude. Anyway, guys,
Sure.
I reckon we're probably going to be wrapping up this little section of podcast. It's the No Through Show podcast.
Goes without
and
saying after eating humans.
and then I don't think we
reached
can.
the end.
I don't think we can improve
Yeah.
after we've devoured people that have upset us in a hungy made by our Maori friend Ruben. But yeah, thanks to P3 Studios. And thanks to Dane for
No
coming in
problem,
and
guys.
guessing
Thank
us,
you very
man.
much.
Nice
This is
one, man.
awesome.
Okay.
P3 Studios is a fantastic studio, man. It's been great to sit here and chat, man.
Now cook
For
us
sure,
a
do it
hungy,
anytime.
bro.
Yeah, we'll go.